Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up?
Today's episode, we're going to be doing a spoiler review of episode 2 for the new HBO series, Industry. And if you like what we're doing on the channel with these reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, turn on those notifications, and share the channel with your family and friends. So, Steph, what was your thoughts on last night's episode?
Last night's episode was an episode that basically went around character development. It showed some things that each character was basically having, I'm not going to say necessarily having issues with, but, conflicting against what they're trying to do and stuff like that. So it was basically like a character development as far as story building goes and character development goes. It's pretty solid, though, all in all.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it definitely started to show a little bit more post the death, especially for at least one character dealing with everything like that, trying to find a new flat to live in after all of that. And it also definitely went deeper into the other members of the team that were finally being brought to light more, their dynamic relationships. But if you notice, it really centered around two people for the most part, in my opinion, for this episode, both females. And it really went into detail for one. I'm like,
yeah,
her whole lifestyle is wild. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. So, favorite and least favorite?
Favorite is when Harper stood up for her now soon-to-be roommate. It was literally about her finding her voice, not letting any, if you see something that you don't like or, that you want to voice your opinion about, do it. Don't just sit there and be quiet about situations where that basically coincided with her character development. And it was pretty good to see. I mean, obviously it took a whole episode, but I guess that's what the writers wanted to do, obviously. But it was good to see that she finally, spoke out about something that she didn't like seeing. My least favorite, I'm not going to say it's my least favorite, really. It's just it was just mind-blowing that there's a lot of drugs going on in this industry, in this realm. I wasn't expecting Harper to
welcome to the stock market and all that brokers and investments world.
Yeah, she hit a line, or what did the guy say? I forget exactly what he said. He come on, I'm trying to something. Like he was trying to get in there to do a line or whatever. So it's insane that the stock market world. There's a lot. I mean, and we've seen this from Wolf on Wall Street essentially.
I've seen it in everything.
But I mean, we had one of our subscribers say that a lot of this stuff goes on, and it's just mind-boggling and insane. But yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to say the least. It's very interesting.
Well, definitely, especially with the fact that they have a lot of money to blow on stuff, and two, they're trying to stay up all these crazy hours, partying with potential clients, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot into that. It's a wild industry. But for me, I would say my favorite part would have to be the little game that the one of the female characters plays with the male character. For some reason, I can never remember his name, but he's the roommate to the lone black male character in this, where she keeps trying to egg him on because to me she has this dynamic role where she wants to be the dominant in any relationship, especially judging from when her and her boyfriend were actually about to get intimate, and she starts to get ready to choke him, and he's saying he don't want any of that tonight. I'm like, whoa, buddy, I know there's men that like that kind of stuff, but I wasn't expecting that from her, especially the way she seems so timid and shy and drawn back. I was like, new side of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really liked the way she, in a way, played them, but was playing the game with them. Of, oh, I'm about to get out the car with you, go to your place. Nope. Close the vehicle door. I was like, dang.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
But my least favorite part would have to be when they all were out drinking, and one of the, I want to call them interns, but they're not fully interns. They're, in a way,
Paid interns.
Kind of paid interns trying to vie for a actual position there. After the whole situation of the death, and he finds out that she's basically, well, not even necessarily just finds out, he actually questions her on what's going to happen for his team and all that. And she basically told him that, their boss got a job, has a position on a shipping rig, oil rig, I should say, as like a VP, and then he basically bumped him down to the trading floor with the rest of them. And he basically goes off in a way like he feels like he's above that in a way. I'm like, anybody with a common sense would know not to say something like that when you're trying to get a full position and everything that's going on there. I'm like, okay. Yeah, didn't like that. So, would you still recommend this show after 2 episodes?
Definitely recommend the show. It's a very different, I'm going to say different because, again, it goes deeper into the pressures of being in a stock market job, especially the pressures of trying to score a good job right after college. So definitely would recommend this.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. It's definitely a lot more involved than some of the other shows that I've watched involving this kind of industry, the stock market and all that. Because, I mean, yes, it has that Billions vibe, but it's definitely a different approach because more so Billions was just the two legal versus non-legal type of pits back and forth. This is more so, well, all y'all are actually technically pit against each other, but at the same time y'all work together. And y'all all have a life outside of here. And we're just going to mash it all together. It was real interesting for that. But I tell you, the people in charge of each of these little teams, whew. Because even Harper's boss in that room and then on the elevator, I'm like,
yeah. Very interesting dynamic. Can't wait to see what happens going forward for sure.
Oh yeah. Before I let you guys go, I just want to say this one thing. HBO, can we at least get a full hour episode? Every episode is like 45 minutes at the most. I'm like, sheesh, cut off. I'm like, It's only 10:45. We still got 15 minutes. What the? Come on. Stop doing this. But if you've watched the episode and you've completely watched the first 2 ones, let us know what you got all about in the comments below. And if you are on the fence about watching it, let us know why. And until next time.